mean eating poi and pizza?
Yeah.
Who the hell would do that? Eat poi and pizza. Who does that? Idiots do that. You get diarrhea, you go eat poi and pizza.
I can't see the face you're making, but I don't know if I want to. Good morning.
Good morning, man. Aloha and welcome back to the Point Pizza Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm the Pizza Tony.
And he is Pizza Man. Not
Hi,
Pizza Face, he's Pizza Man.
Yeah, kind of depressing weekend for football.
Yeah, pretty depressing weekend for sure. Both our teams lost.
I think our whole sphere of friends
Oh, man. Yeah.
all lost.
Yeah, got their butts with, except
Yeah.
for Pat Guillen.
Yeah, congratulations, Pat.
Yeah.
Which will be a guest on our
Yeah, he will be.
show shortly.
Minnesota Vikings. I'm a Dolphins fan. Tony is a Broncos fan. So rough weekend, week 3 of the football season.
Yeah.
Fantasy football hasn't been good to me this year. I'm getting my tail handed to me. So.
Maybe you should have did 7 leagues because maybe you would have at least one win this week.
Yeah, you're not kidding, man.
Hey,
Jeez.
I have as many wins as you do this week.
And you don't even have a lead.
I don't have a league.
Oh, my God.
Whoa. Wow. Chris getting a little fancy over there.
That
with
was
his-
candid.
with his microphone.
That was candid. Anyway, it's been an interesting few days,
It
right,
has.
over the weekend. From a sports aspect, political aspect, all of that good stuff. So I don't know if we'll get a chance to dive into all of it. But let's start with the weekend update, man.
Yes, I'll tell you one thing that I did not do
Okay, what did you
this
not
weekend. I did not go to the county fair.
do? Neither did I.
But I want to know, because we talked about this as
Yeah,
we walked in.
yeah.
I want to know how you got out of it. And I'm going to tell you how I got out of it.
Oh, well, I mean, it's kind of, it's not a hard thing. I basically tell my kids, well, first off, when they were younger, I avoided the area. But now that they're older, they're aware that it's coming up,
Yeah,
they're not oblivious like we don't have to tell them, like they already know it's coming up. So my older daughter, she actually went and, she made her own money because I told her like
Oh,
we're not
yeah.
gonna go to the fair. She said, "Well, I want to go sell some desserts." So she went ahead and sold some desserts.
Awesome.
She made herself like $100 or something, and she went to
Tina.
the fair on her own. Yeah. So I told her, I'm not gonna do it. It just doesn't make any sense. And then Apitaya, I just told her, nope. And
Did you make your own money?
She was whining and saying, I haven't been to the fair since I was young. I said, it's not the end of the world.
But Hina gets to go.
I promise you're going to go to Disneyland, and that'll be way
Right.
better. So, yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What about you?
what I'm pissed at is the elementary schools. I don't know if the high schools do it or the middle schools, but the elementary schools gives them the free pass.
Well, yeah.
And dude, my girls are young enough to know that, they're young enough to not know.
Yeah.
They just think a free pass
Yeah.
is, dude, we're going.
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
No, and
Just so you guys know, it's not
Yeah.
cool to do that.
Don't give free passes because
Well-
we still have to pay.
Well, and you make the parents look like the bad guys.
Right.
For saying, oh, no, we can't go.
Right.
Oh, but I can get it for free.
And
That's
now-
not cool that you
yeah.
guys make parents look like the bad guys.
Right. And now I have to flat out lie to my kid, which I did because of you schools.
Yeah.
Because you set us up to become
Yeah.
liars.
It's not nice, man, to
No.
do that. You know what I
So-
mean? Like, just have a free kids day and let the kids, get in for free. You don't have to give them passes so that they nag and bug us to go.
Right. So the pass is only good for Thursday or Saturday. So Thursday we skated bike. It's school night. Absolutely, you're not going to the to the
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
It's school
sure.
night. You know
sure.
that.
Yeah.
So Saturday they have soccer, but it's picture day for soccer.
Okay.
So I left my dang checkbook at the office.
Okay.
So we decided, okay, let's fly by the office, grab my checkbook, and we'll go right to the soccer fields. I'll be damned if I didn't drive by the stupid fair on the way to the soccer fields.
You blew
And so you're right. So Anu, like Miss Elephant Brain remembers everything.
Yeah.
Dad, it's not Saturday. It's at the fair. It's at the fair. What's that big thing? That's the fair. That's the fair. Let's go. We're going to go. I have the tickets. We got the tickets. We're going to go, right? We're going to go to the fair.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Anu, we have soccer today. I'm sorry. We can't go like we have soccer.
Yeah.
You're not going to go. Sorry. And she's like, well, but we have tickets. I said, honey, those tickets don't count.
Yeah.
That's only for you.
Yeah.
That's not for me and mommy. So we can't go, and you're too young to go by yourself. And that
Yeah.
only lets kids in.
Right. So you got to pay your $7 to get in anyway. $14 just to get in.
I didn't tell her that. I told her that we weren't allowed to go. Told you I have to lie to my kids. Honey, you're not old enough. Now, if you were your brother's age, then yes, you could go. When you're in high school, maybe you can go by yourself. But, honey, how many tickets are there? 2.
So one for you, one
So
for Ziggy.
one for you, one for Ziggy. Well, who's going to watch you while you're in there? But you guys can go. I don't have a ticket, honey. The school doesn't give us tickets.
Your daughter's going to listen to this podcast in 10 years and be really pissed at you, man.
Well, dude, what is the price for one ride?
Yeah, well, okay, so I was told that it was $750, but I read that it was $650 for the bigger rides, the zipper, that kind of thing, the Ferris wheel. But someone else told me that it was $7.50 for one ride.
Okay, let's
Can
cut
you
it in the
imagine
middle.
a family? Well, or let's just multiply it by 4.
Right.
Because you have a family of 4.
One ride.
One ride, $30.
One ride.
If you want to go on the Ferris wheel, it's $30.
One ride.
And even if it's $650, that's still what, $26 for one ride?
Right.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous.
So here would be our day going into the fair. Oh, we're excited. We walk through the gates. Okay, what do you guys want to do? Ferris wheel. Great. Walk up. Stand in line for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Ferris wheel. All right, guys, let's go.
Can we play games? No.
Nope. You roll the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, but you know what though? When I went there to pick my daughter up on Saturday night, it was still packed.
I know.
So people still
everyone
go.
goes. They still
yeah,
go.
they still go. And then today they're on Facebook saying how they don't have any money because of the
Right.
fair.
Right.
So
Yep. That's
well,
on you, parents.
it totally is on you. But it is not nice, you know. And I've said it before, and like it just goes totally unheard. It is not nice to give those free tickets to the kids in elementary school. That is not cool at all. That's like a, you know, it makes
a
the
trap.
parent.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It is.
It makes the parents look like they're the bad guys for saying no.
Right. And don't try to take this side because I'm not going to hear it.
Yeah.
Don't say, well, they're doing it. It's a favor. You should be thanking them for giving you a free ticket. No,
thank
They're
you.
doing it for one reason. They know that my lie is true, that I have to pay to get in.
Yeah.
They know that they can't go by themselves.
Yeah, that's not cool.
And then we got to buy food, and then we
Yeah.
got to buy rides, and we got to buy everything else.
Yeah.
Because once you're in, you can't just go and walk around,
No.
right? Because I'm not going
No.
to pay $7 to take a walk. I'll go to Liliuokalani and do it for free. I'm not going to pay $7 admission just to go
Yeah.
walk around.
Yeah.
And look at Hilo.
Then again, I have paid $7 just to walk into a place before.
I so want to tell this story. I so want to tell this story. But you got more out of it. Actually, you got more out of it.
I did. It's actually coming up. You get to read about it on inbigisland.com. We're gonna start the Dan in the Can series, so
Oh my gosh.
that'll be the first episode of Dan in the Can. Is that
Yeah.
$7 whatever story, $7 admission for no reason story.
$7 for release.
I'm gonna call it the expensive potty break.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
If that's not
it's almost done, man. It's almost done. I'm almost done with it.
All right, so
Yeah.
I have a question for you,
Okay.
because we talk about, you know, the basis of this podcast is family, ohana,
And
business,
business, yeah.
here on the Big Island, and you know, we said we were going to talk about some of these issues, and we really haven't yet. But
Okay.
over the weekend, there were protests throughout the NFL weekend.
Okay.
Where before it was just a couple players
Sure.
kneeling, taking a thing, and then you know, President Trump says that that's wrong, and then teams for just stayed in the locker room.
Yeah.
You had mass protests.
Yeah.
I have a major issue with this, and
Okay.
my new favorite player in the entire league is Alejandro Villanueva.
Right.
He's a left guard, a left tackle.
Oh,
for
yeah.
the
Okay.
Steelers.
He's on that stood outside
Yes.
by himself
So
and stood for the.
He served in the U.S. military. Okay.
Yeah. 3 tours in Afghanistan.
Right.
Correct.
So he understands what the flag is for. Now this
Yes.
is and I encourage you guys, you know, make some comments. But I'm going to tell you right now, kneeling down for the national anthem does not protest mistreatment of police officers to cops. The national anthem is respecting the flag that our servicemen and servicewomen fought to defend. Now,
Right.
you have a right to protest.
Sure.
Right? I'm not trying to take that away. You absolutely have a right. They fought for that right.
Right.
Our servicemen fought for the right for you to protest. What I'm telling you is that I can't stand it, and I think it's
Okay.
disrespectful to my grandfather was in the Army.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
On D-Day. So he was one of the guys that landed on D-Day. All right. My brother-in-law served 2 tours and one in
Bacon
Iraq.
boy.
Yeah. One in Iraq and one in Afghanistan. But I respect him because he served. So the fact that Alejandro stood away from his team,
Yeah.
we're supposed to be a family, right? He took the stand and says, "Look, you guys are my brothers at arms. You're my family. You're my teammates. I will not miss the national anthem because it means more than what you guys are trying to protest for?
Yeah.
I want to know what.
Okay, so I know there were a bunch of them that stood inside of the tunnel. There was a picture of some of the Steelers also with their hands on their heart standing in the tunnel.
Oh, there were. Okay.
While he was standing out front. I don't know if it was the whole team or, some of the team. But I saw a picture of some of them standing inside of the tunnel while he was standing outside. So,
okay.
I don't know what Mike Tomlin was trying to do. But by the way, Mike Tomlin is the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. So, my thought on it was, and as you know, dude, we've taken the test to prove this. I am like purely, I am strictly an independent. So I landed directly in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yeah. But I agree with you. I don't, people shouldn't not be allowed to protest if they want to protest.
Right.
I believe in standing for the flag, period.
Yep.
My one challenge and my one issue with all of this was, and I've been an open, avid supporter of Donald Trump, of President Trump, giving him the benefit of the doubt from the very beginning. Like
right.
I've been supportive of him. Everything from healthcare to immigration policy, I've been 100% behind him. I cannot get behind him on this, only because this is how I feel about it. Is you can't call the people's SOBs, dude.
Right.
You can't do it. I was actually a lot of people were pissed when during the election time when Hillary Clinton called people deplorable.
Right.
You can't call people deplorable and then tell them, okay, now come and vote
vote for me.
Right. And in this instance, again, I've supported. I 100% support the president's policies. I love the fact that he's anti-establishment. Like, you can tell he's anti-establishment, and I know people don't see it because the media says one thing, but you can tell he's anti-establishment because both parties are against him.
Right.
I mean, Republicans are trying to sabotage him. Democrats are obviously trying to sabotage him. That's the guy we want in office, people.
Right. Yes.
That's what we want in office. We want the person that pisses
against
off
status quo.
Both sides. Yes. So I'm 100% for him, but I was very disappointed in him because you're the leader of the country. I mean, these are the citizens of your country. You can't call them SOBs.
Right.
That's my one. That's like, to me, that's like the only thing that I feel like he used poor judgment, because it's not what you say, it's how you say it that makes the difference. So that's my only challenge. As far as that, it's like the only thing that I'm really disappointed in him about. But again, I am for standing for the flag. And it's not about, I'm super disappointed in guys like Steph Curry who don't want to go and visit, don't want to go to the White House because it's an honor, dude. Like, I mean, it's a privilege. But if you don't want to go, fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal. I think the president has a lot more on his plate than dealing with.
And
all
that
of
part,
BS.
I appreciate it. I love the fact that he rescinded the offer to the
yeah,
Warriors.
yeah,
And everybody's like, oh.
Yeah.
No,
So
that
don't
I
get
thought was
upset.
awesome. Right.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go, don't go. You're not invited anymore.
Yeah, right.
And that's okay for him to do. If it's okay for Steph
totally
and for Kevin Durant to say, well, I'm not going to go. It's okay for the president to withdraw that invitation.
Sure.
And you can't get mad at one and not the other. That's a double standard.
It is.
And you got to stop doing that.
It is. And that's why we should be, even though we support the president, we should be disappointed in him for using the words that he used, because, we like I said, Hillary called people deplorable and then asked him to vote for her. And now, he's basically doing the same thing here. So it's, we kind of have a double standard. Like, on the real, we got to be straight up and say, Mr. President,
better judgment.
You need to use better judgment.
And now here's my other point of contention in this. I don't agree with sitting or kneeling for the national anthem. That does not make me a racist. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
That just because I disagree with you does not make me a racist.
Well,
I am so sick of these people, these Facebook warriors that are calling people like me who, maybe so I took the test too, and I lean right. I'm not slightly right, but I'm pretty middle, but I lean right, just a little bit more than
slightly.
you.
You were like you scored like a 60, which is really like slightly leaning right. Yeah.
Mostly middle, slightly right.
Sure.
Right. But because I back some of the policies, does not make me a racist. Now, I happened to catch a tail end of the 60 Minutes that had Oprah with the roundtable discussion.
Okay.
Right. And I was pleased to see, because typically Oprah tends to lean really left.
Yeah. Sure.
And so I thought it was going to be a completely biased left-leaning table. it was pretty much split.
Okay.
And what the people were saying was and it was a black lady that was saying, I appreciate President Trump saying that both sides were at fault for Charlottesville.
Yes.
Because both parties were fighting. Now
Yeah.
he did condemn
Yeah.
the white supremacy for
Sure.
the killing. He did do that.
He did.
Right?
Yeah.
And for those of you that say, well, it took him 2 days, I'm still waiting for Obama to condemn the Black Lives Matters in Missouri.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
He won't do it.
I mean,
he's
not gonna.
he still hasn't condemned the Black Lives Matter leader who shot 5 cops in Dallas. I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah.
So
well, he had them to the White House. I mean, he had
Right.
BLM leaders to the White House.
yeah, celebrating them. But
That's not.
okay, so because Trump condemned both sides, and because I believe that does not make me racist.
No.
I am sick and tired of this. Oh, well, you're a white supremacist. The white supremacist is just being thrown out now as
Yeah.
just as if you're white.
Yeah. First, it was racist was being thrown
Right.
out. Now it's white supremacist is being thrown
right.
out. Yeah.
Right. Do you understand that the definition of white supremacists are the people, the KKK, that used to hang and beat and kidnap and kill people? Like
Yeah.
that is, you can't just use those terms lightly.
Yeah, and I
Like,
believe that
enough already.
And I believe that the people who started the KKK, I believe they were
It
Democrats.
was the Democrats.
Yeah.
It was the
Yeah.
Democrats.
So it's I mean, there's a lot of people who are not white that are, saying the same thing as you are. So if you're black and you say it, does it make you a black supremacist?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
the most ridiculous statement I heard over the weekend was Chelsea Handler calling Ben Carson a black white supremacist.
Yeah, that's weird.
Come on, you
No,
guys.
yeah. People are getting crazy.
I'm sick of it, dude.
Yeah.
And I apologize, but you probably don't get it as much because you're not white.
I don't. Yeah,
So-
yeah.
so-
No.
So no matter when I make a comment, whenever
Yeah.
I make a comment on Facebook, and
Yeah.
and now it's just like, well, I can't stand up for my point
beliefs,
of view,
for your beliefs,
right? So
yeah,
I thought that the Democratic Party was supposed to be the party of tolerance, but it is, from what I've seen, it only seems to be the party of tolerance if you agree with what they're saying,
yeah.
and if you don't, then it's intolerance.
Yeah.
And I just look. There's such a double standard we're going through right now in our country, and it has to stop.
yeah. On both sides.
On
I
both
think.
sides.
I
On
think
both sides.
it's happening on both sides, and I think that's why President Trump is great for this whole thing. Except for what recently happened, but I think he's great for it because you're starting to see. I mean, I'll be honest. Like I'm starting to see in conversation, right? I'm starting to see now more people on the right be a little bit, stooped onto the name calling and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Whereas when he first took office, I didn't see it so much.
Right.
But there is a double
agree.
standard. You're right.
Yeah.
There is
And
definitely a double standard.
And you guys, look, it's happening on both sides.
Sure.
I get it.
Sure.
Right? It's happening on both sides. But the thing is that this whole he's not my president.
Yeah,
He
he is.
if you live in the United States,
Yeah.
he's your president.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody went around saying, "Oh, Obama's not my president. He's not my president." No, if you live in the United States, he is your president.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, man. I
No,
went
it's
down a
all
rabbit
right.
hole. It's
Yeah, I
just,
know.
Like, dude, I get stuck in these going down the rabbit hole on the
Yeah.
weekends. I put the girls to bed, and
Yeah.
and you know me, dude. I can't not comment
know.
when and when something hits me like really hard. Like,
Yeah.
I have no self control. I have to. I want to speak my my part. I want
Sure.
to voice my opinion. I have that right to do that.
Sure.
And then to be called a racist, and by guys I grew up with, people I went to high school with, calling me a racist,
Yeah.
saying you don't understand. Like you just can't.
Yeah. And I don't know what it's like to be black, or the challenges that the blacks go through. I don't know what it's like to be white because or the challenges that they go through. And people just instantly assume, right? Oh, white people don't have challenges. Like right now, the irony of all of this is that in the social justice movement, like the whites are at the center of it. So it's just a weird thing, like you call this thing social justice, but social justice is basically, in my opinion, from what I've seen, is a movement against whites.
Yep.
And that's my whole problem with this thing is like, oh God, like, can we just stop? Can we just watch a darn football game on Sunday and not have the politics involved in it? Like, that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? If you want to sit or if you want to kneel, then like don't even come out, because I know that there was a time where like teams didn't even come out during the national anthem. They came out after the national anthem. So if you want to sit or if you don't want to recognize it, then don't come out. Like, let's not.
Right.
We don't need somebody interviewing Mike Tomlin before the game, asking him about why his team is sitting, or we don't.
I want to know what his plan is to stop the other quarterback.
That's right. That's it. That's it.
I want to watch football.
Yeah, because these are entertainers. The real heroes are the ones that are out in Afghanistan right now, or they're serving somewhere in the world
to protect our freedom.
Yeah, right, to protect our freedom. Those are the real heroes. Football players are not heroes. Like, I just want to know how you're gonna stop the other team. I'm watching you for entertainment. I'm not watching you for the political stuff. Right. I don't really care about it. I get it. You have the platform, and I totally agree with it. I'm not against Colin Kaepernick or anyone kneeling. I'm not against that at all, because I'd rather them be protesting that way than be protesting the way, on the street saying pigs should die or whatever it is,
right.
Talking about cops. So I'm not completely opposed at the way they're doing it. But gosh, the media just overhypes it to the point where it's like, oh my God, I just want to watch a darn football game.
Yeah.
So anyway,
and not to throw a last jab, but Kaepernick's not a good quarterback. Anyway.
Well,
okay.
no, yeah, dude, that's like a whole other topic. Like,
yeah.
And I'm glad you brought that up real quick, because I know we got to move on, but there are a lot of people who have never even watched football and are suddenly saying, Kaepernick deserves a job. You don't even know football, and you're saying that
right.
he deserves a job. Like, you can tell by the way they're commenting, or like by the way they're writing stuff. They don't know football for squat. You know what I mean? The bottom line is that the guy's a system quarterback. Is he more athletic than Josh McCown? Probably. Is he more athletic, or is he maybe a better quarterback? Than somebody like that Brissett kid or
Jacoby
whatever.
Brissett?
Yeah,
maybe. But would he be in that offense? No,
because he does not. He's not the type of quarterback that you can put into any system and it works. McCown is.
Right.
I mean, as
he's a prototypical quarterback.
Yes. He does not, scramble in the pocket. He throws the ball downfield. He's a pocket quarterback. That fits in almost any system.
Yep. And you saw when Kaepernick was in a real football system,
yeah.
he was not good. He was 1-10 as a starter. 1-10.
Well,
1-10.
Yes. And you also saw that when he was successful in San Francisco, because a lot of people say, oh, well, he was successful in San Francisco. It was because Jim Harbaugh built that system around him.
Yes. Yep.
That's the only way he's going to be successful. He's not a prototypical quarterback. Maybe a backup somewhere, I don't know. But the other thing too is that the owners, do you really want the circus that comes with Colin Kaepernick? Right. And
it's
hate
a business.
This.
It's a business.
Yeah, totally.
Do you want to lose?
Do you really
money?
Do you really want the circus that comes with it? I don't know.
Right.
For me personally, there are a lot of really good players who are protesting, and they still have a job.
They still have a job.
Because they're good.
Right.
Because they can do their job well.
If Kaepernick was a Tom Brady or an Aaron Rodgers,
he
would be on a team right now.
Absolutely.
Make no mistake about it. He would be on a team right now.
Absolutely.
Whether he's black, white, yellow, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
He would be on a team right now if he was good enough.
Sure. Or if Russell Wilson started kneeling, they wouldn't fire him.
No.
He'd still have a job.
Right.
Black quarterback, he supports the movement, he kneels. They're not going to let him go.
Right.
Because the guy's got skills.
Yep.
Kaepernick, unfortunately, is a very system quarterback. Okay, so let's get off of that, because we could freaking do that for hours.
Okay, so I have a very important question.
Okay,
because
cool.
I have an issue that I can't figure out, and I want to know. I'm hoping some people in the service industry can let me know.
Okay.
It's about tipping.
Okay. Yes.
Now, when you order takeout, okay, where you're going to pick up the food and grab it and go. All right?
Yeah. Okay.
Are you supposed to tip?
I don't tip, man.
I don't tip, and you know why? They didn't wait on me. They handed me my food.
Yeah, I get it that you want a tip. Of course you want a tip, but I don't. So I don't generally leave a tip.
Okay, I thought because every Friday we do pizza and a movie night,
okay.
right? So it's either pizza or we pick up nachos at Luquin's.
Okay, so pizza you tip, right?
No,
you don't tip the driver.
I pick it. Oh, okay, if it's delivery, yes.
Yeah.
But I pick up at Cal.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But it drives me nuts when they leave the tip line open for takeout. But I don't. Am I a bad person because I don't tip when I do takeout?
Yeah.
For those of you in the service industry, explain. Okay, if I'm supposed to tip, tell me why.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Because a server, right? A server gets paid less hourly
Yeah.
because they make tips because
Right.
they're waiting on you. They're serving you.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So on takeout, they're not. They're basically a checkout. Right?
Well, it's like going to Blaine's Drive-In or Kay's
Right.
Drive-In
Right.
or Cosmic Cones
Or it's like
or
checking out at
McDonald's.
KTA.
Yeah.
I don't tip people at grocery stores. All they're doing is checking me out.
Yeah.
So my thought is when you go and you do takeout, all you're doing is
It's picking
getting
up the
checked
food.
out.
Yeah, the same way you call a drive-in place and say, "Hey, can I order a chicken katsu,
Right. For
extra
pickup.
salad for pickup?"
Yeah.
So you go to the drive-in and you pick the food up,
Yeah.
you pay for it, and you're done. Yeah.
Now, if it's
that's
delivery, I tip all the time.
I mean,
Absolutely.
that's just the way I've seen it. There are some places that ask for the tip up front. So like so I'm just gonna plug this place just because I really like it. But there's that place right by the mailbox thing in KL. Shoot, it just slipped my mind right now.
Oh, the water. It's like Life Water or something like
Yeah,
that.
what is it called?
I think it's Life Water.
No, it's not Life Water.
No.
Oh my God,
right
I
next
just
door.
totally forgot the name. Yeah, I totally forgot the name of it. I'm sorry.
We just drove by it yesterday.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Life Water?
No, it's not Life Water. It's called shoot.
But it's like healthy drinks, right?
yes,
Okay.
and food and stuff. So anyway, I like the place.
Okay.
The food is terrific. You know, it's a little bit on the pricey side, but it's very healthy and you feel good after you. It's like the one place that I go to eat, and I feel really good after I leave it. But anyway, when you go up and pay, they actually have like a section where it says tip.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they ask for a tip where technically they're not really. I mean, they make the food, they bring it out, and then that's about it.
Okay.
But I tip them because I really like the place.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like in that sense,
Because it's good food.
yeah, and it doesn't feel like it feels like a place where I should sit down, enjoy my meal, and decide how much I want to tip. But they ask for the tip up front,
Okay.
and I'm totally cool with that.
But you almost have to try it first, and then come to like it, and
I feel like-
then you're
well,
okay, and then you're
I feel
okay to
like-
tip.
I feel like I need to tip the service, right? Because
Okay.
when we get great service and we go out to
Oh, we
eat,
love
yeah, we tip well.
Yeah.
So
So
we'll
we
tip
love our
20
waitress because we go once or twice a week, and we love our waitress.
Yeah, we tip 20 to 25%.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So
But she earned it.
she's earned it.
And look,
She
we've been
definitely
in the
earned-
service industry pretty
Yes.
much our whole adult
Yeah.
lives, right?
Yeah.
If you provide crappy service, you are not getting a tip.
Okay, so yeah, that's true, but I've never not tipped anywhere except one place. And I'm not going to name the place.
I've had one place too.
Yeah, but one place where I was super disappointed with the service. But yeah, for the most part, I'll tip. Even if the service is not great, I get it that they might be going through something, but I like to feel special when I go out and
Right.
eat. I like
Right.
to feel like,
I like to get the service that I feel that I provide
Sure.
to my clients and to people that
Yeah.
I want to make sure I want that same type of service.
yeah, I tipped
And that same care.
Yeah, I tip at least 15. I know now everyone likes to get 20, but for excellent service, I'll tip 25,
Yep,
sometimes 30%. So, but that's a great question that Tony brings up. So if we go in and pick up food, should we be tipping and why? Explain
Right.
to us why. If it makes sense, then
Then maybe I'll start tipping when I pick up food.
maybe,
Maybe.
or maybe I'll just eat at home.
That's a great idea. Okay. So that brings me to my final question.
Okay, great.
All right, because you and I are going to do a challenge. All right.
Uh-oh.
And I hope people make it to the end of this podcast because this is the real thing that I want to talk about today.
Okay.
And I kind of threw in the protest before, and I apologize about that. But
No, but that's good.
I am sick and tired of being fat.
Oh boy, okay,
All right.
deal.
So
okay,
here's what we're
okay,
gonna
I'm
do
down for
because
this.
we have two different approaches. Because
Okay.
I got stuck this weekend watching all the documentaries that my wife had me watch. Now my wife works for Blue Zones Project, and
Okay.
and I believe in that. So I
Sure.
am going to throw down the gauntlet and a challenge #180, okay, or goal 180. We'll put the hashtag up on the screen. I don't know what's gonna be. We'll figure it out. Okay. But
Okay.
here's why I want 180. Okay.
I like 180.
180 is a target weight. I think that we both kind of talked about
Okay.
as and also 180
Sure.
is a 180-degree turn from what we're living now and kind of making that
Yes.
shift, right?
Okay.
So
I like that.
I kind of like that 180 for multiple reasons. Now we're gonna take different approaches, but my goal is by Christmas because today is the 25th of September, so that gives us exactly 3 months, right? September, October, November, December 25th. So by Christmas, 90 days, all right, to get down to 180. Now, we're going to have to make some drastic changes in our life. Not like we're not obese, okay? But I'm about two.
Well, according to the BMI.
According to the BMI, I'm obese.
both
Right?
are.
Yeah. So I'm 209 right now.
Man, look at this figure, man. Come on.
212, 213. I'm kidding.
Actually, I'm pretty close to that, I think.
All right, so I'm picking up a scale today from Target. I'm gonna leave it
Okay.
right here at the office. Okay.
Okay.
But we're going to hashtag
I like it. How
hashtag
about,
PNP180.
how about that? I was just gonna say hashtag
PNP180.
PNP180. Okay.
Okay. So and you know I appreciate my good friend Pappy Strauss, and you got to
Yes.
know him a little bit through that. He's doing a
thank
thing
you
called
for bringing him up.
Yes, he's doing a thing called No Excuse Warrior.
Yeah.
And he's tackling his life in 3 different areas. One, physically, financially, and spiritually. And
yeah.
I really appreciate, and we'll put a link
definitely
to his thing. But
to his YouTube channel.
he
You guys
was
need to
over-
watch his video.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. He was over 400
story is
pounds.
amazing.
Yes, and unbelievable guy. He's an entertainer. He travels all the time.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to turn his life around. And so I said, look, if he can do it, I know that I can. And I don't
Yeah.
have as far to go as he does, but I know we can do this. So, but you have one specific approach because you like the ketosis approach.
I read about it. So, I did more of like a paleo primal thing in the past that has worked for me, has actually brought, for me, the big thing is my lipid profile, right? So it's cholesterol, triglycerides, that kind of thing. So, I've done that in the past, more a paleo primal thing. I've thought about the ketogenic diet, but I want something that's sustainable. And I sustained the primal paleo thing for a long time. So that's more of, low carb, fat protein.
Because that's the whole point of this is sustainability, right? It does us no good to go on a diet and we lose all this weight and then we get off it and go back to our habits that we have now.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm taking more of the Blue Zones approach, which is implementing more of a plant-based diet and a little bit more vegetarian, which, guys, I grew up as a meat eater. This is going to be very difficult for me because I grew up on cheese, and I just saw a documentary on cheese and dairy and things like that, and how the humans were not meant to ever drink milk. So that's extreme. I'm Polish, right?
Yeah.
Cheese was one of the main life
cheese
cycles.
and everything.
So
cheese,
it's gonna be
cheese to a Polish person is like rice to a Japanese person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Can I have a donut? Yes. Side of cheese, please.
Yeah.
Yes. So make that cheddar, not Swiss.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. So we're gonna put it out there, right? Chris and I are gonna weigh ourselves today. We're gonna go over to Target right now.
Yeah,
we're gonna
right
grab
now.
a scale. We're gonna post our weight. Look, we're gonna be transparent about this, and we're gonna kind of document.
And we need your help.
Yes.
Call us out. If
yes.
you see us at McDonald's, hey, dude, what are you doing? Didn't you guys just say you were gonna try to lose weight? Like call Tony out when he's at McDonald's.
I'm getting from my daughter.
Undercover, hiding his
glasses.
Yeah, glasses. He's got like a fake afro on.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I want to encourage you guys, if you've been struggling or whatever, we're gonna try to have some positivity and stuff coming in. Maybe we'll try to find a way to Pappy or to bring him in on maybe on one of the podcasts via phone or something.
We'll try to link up with him.
Yeah, but sure. You guys, this is we're both in our 40s now, and it's just yes.
You said that.
I mean, I have a hard time putting. Look, I'm living with the Dicky Doo right now.
No.
You know what that is?
Yeah, no what?
Can I? It's when your stomach pokes out further than your Dicky Doo. Okay, and I don't want that, you guys. I'm 40. I don't want to have to. I struggle putting my socks on. Look, we're gonna do this. You know what?
Yeah.
Because I believe in you, and you've done it before.
Yes, I have.
And I know that you can do it. And I think if we do it together, and we've got encouragement from our friends and everyone else, and my friends that are overweight, I'm hoping you watch this because we need to make changes. Because most of my friends are in their 40s as well.
Yeah.
And look, our kids are growing up. We need to be there for them to do this. So I'm challenging you guys to make a change this year. Don't wait for the beginning of the year and make a New Year's resolution. We're going to do this. Hashtag PNP180.
Right.
Whether 180 is your target weight or 180, you want to take 180 degrees on the lifestyle you're living now.
I love it.
We're going to do this.
Yeah, and I think, so one of the things that I love about my doctor is he's like a true GP, a true general practitioner, but he loves, his thing is, he doesn't just prescribe medicine. And I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want everyone to go there because then I can't get an appointment. But I absolutely love him as a doctor because his thing is reduce your stress, improve your diet, and that's gonna go a long way. One of the things he told me is that once you hit your 40s, you really need to focus on your weight because you need to be light on your feet. It's very important to be light on your feet because at that age, your joints are starting to, over time, your joints start to take a lot of that stress in, from the weight. And, if you have it for too long, that's why your joints ache. So he's saying, if you're light on your feet, 170, 175, and my height, and I'm like, I haven't been 170 since I was a freshman in high school.
What do you want me to do, wilt away?
But then I went to go watch Kamehameha against Hilo High, right? Play football the other night, and they have the heights and weights. And a lot of those kids are 5'9" and 170, 175, and damn, they can move, man. They're really light on their feet.
Dude.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm just imagining 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Can you imagine holding,
two 15-pound
and walking around with it all day.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
15 pounds is heavy.
It is gonna
30 pounds is no wonder why my back hurts.
It is gonna damage your joints, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right, we're doing this.
PNP 180. Terrific.
PNP 180. All right.
That is great. Terrific.
Shout outs?
Good job, dude. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do shout outs. So you can do a shout out for
first of all, as you guys know, Aloha Grown is providing a wardrobe as well as the Angry Bull, which we will get to see soon. However, we're gonna get the veggie burger. Or we're gonna we'll figure something. So Cohen,
no bread for me.
Yeah, all right. We got to work this out.
Tony wants whole wheat bread. I don't want bread.
Right. Okay, but give me the veggie patty. All right. Oh God, dude, I can't
I'll eat the cow. I'll eat the cow just with no bread.
I just said veggie patty. Did you ever think the day, as long as you've known me, that I would say veggie patty?
No, man.
Oh my God.
No.
Okay. PNP 180. We're gonna do it.
Good luck with that.
Parker Ranch Stores / Aloha Grown. Thank you guys so much for that.
And then the Angry Bull, of course, is Hilo Bay Company, right?
Yep, Hilo Bay Company and the Angry Bull truck. Yep.
And by the way, we are looking for more clothing sponsors. So if you know anyone who wants to get their clothing on our show,
Scott Chung speaking.
Let us know. Yeah, sure, we'll take any of them.
All right, you guys.
Shout out. Go ahead, dude.
Shout out, man. I would say a shout out to my daughters, and I know you've done coaches before, but specifically Coach Tim.
Awesome.
He is the most patient man I have ever met. He coaches the U10 ASO. So Anu is in it, and I want to be more like him.
Awesome, dude.
He is. He has two twins on the team, and they scrap on the sidelines. And when the team does, like, he is so beyond patient, and that's the type of person we need to have coaching our youth, because he works with them. He's patient with them. He's stern, but he's patient, and I just really appreciate that. I don't know if he watches this podcast. I hope he does. But Coach Tim, I really appreciate you, and I thank you for all you're doing for my kid and for the kids on the team. You're one hell of a coach.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, I think anytime we have a chance to shout out coaches, dude, like they give up, they give their time.
Yeah,
it's something that they can't get back, and they give it up, and it changes lives. So terrific, Coach Tim, great job. I'm gonna kind of stay in the same lane then, since we're talking about coaches, and my wife has recently finally stepped into a coaching position,
nice,
as an assistant with youth volleyball. But so I want to shout her out because like her schedule is already hectic.
Oh yeah.
Because because of work, and all the other things that she does on the side. She has she also has an internet company that she runs, part time. But she's also giving her time to coaching. So I want to give her a shout out. Also a shout out to Coach Aloha, in Panaeva, who the beauty of that team, and the reason why I'm really appreciative of it is that they'll take pretty much any kid, no matter what level you're at, and they'll try to coach you up as much as they can. So, a big shout out to my wife Haunani, to Coach Aloha, and also to Coach Eddie Kalima, who has been doing it for 30-40 years now, and he's out there helping the girls as well. So
kudos to you, Haunani. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So to a lot of coaches over there.
Awesome. All right, you guys, that's gonna do it for us.
Yeah.
Hashtag PNP 180. We're going to get it rolling.
That's right. We'll see you guys next week. Keep your poi fresh and your pizza hot. Or keep your pizza hot and your poi fresh.
Either one. Aloha.
Aloha.
What do you mean eating poi and pizza? Who the hell would do that? Eat poi and pizza. Who does that? Idiots do that. You get diarrhea, you go eat poi and pizza.